Hi, I'm Reynold from Musica Altera. This program is called A Spectrum from the Unknown. With me here, Pamela Wildheart.
Hopefully not unknown.
Here, you know, she's an actress from Philippine, right? Native, Philippine, and songwriter, music composer, and academic lecturer. There are so many talented works that she did and she does till now. Okay, Pamela.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. All right. So how is going?
My life, you mean?
I mean, from the way you do it.
I just finished performing in the very interesting International Indie Music Festival. It's really an eye-opener.
Wow.
About explosive artists in Indonesia.
Great.
So many talented people. And just now we jammed, and I was so impressed with your music. Your musicality is so natural to you.
Natural, wow, that's great. An honor. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, Pamela, I want to throw you some questions.
Sure, I'll catch them.
After reading your biography and all of your works, how do you manage your time to do a lot of talented things like that? And you've made all successfully. It was super for me.
Thank you so much. That's a wonderful compliment. People will always gauge you based on their time.
Wow, yeah. Yeah.
People will tell you, how do you manage your time? They're actually thinking of their own time. Did you think about what I said, I hope?
Yeah.
Well, how do I manage my time? It's simply like planning ahead. I have a very hectic schedule, so I don't want to miss anything in life. So one of the secrets is not sleep too much.
Not sleep too much. A day, you have a day for 40 hours, I think.
Yes.
Not 24 hours.
I don't sleep too much because ever since I was always energetic and I always think of something new. So I like to do, I don't like to be just a lecturer, I don't like to be just a singer, I don't like to be just acting or doing things. They have to be everything because I believe that they're all related.
You got all.
No, they have to be related because each of them can complement what you do when you're a songwriter. They have a story to tell. That's why I
there are a lot of stories to tell, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. And you know, I'm almost confused to make some question after read your biography. You've done your biography. So let's talk specific about music because your biography is very wow, that's great. And in some case, there are a lot of musicians try to survive with their own music. I also heard them about what they were doing for their music and certain time to exist and in certain era, which make them finally feel in their comfort zone. And after the era has passed off, okay, they remain as a memory and a monument. They do nothing to fit their music after it. What do you think about this kind of musicians? Why is it happen?
I think it's because they're caught in a time warp. They believe that this is like a bubble. This is my music. I belong here. So there are two sides to it. One is very, very positive. If I look at the positive side, these artists have become icons. They have already built that kind of. So they don't want to change that because, you know, they always tell me, Pamela, just do one hit. And when you do one hit, the world can recognize you. And actually that is if you aim to be popular. For these artists, most of them are not independent artists. They're managed by recording labels who have to keep afloat. So they know that, oh, for example, your music, you're very good in pop music. Let us build you in that kind of genre and you continue just doing that. Don't try anything new. So this is what happens when you are not an independent artist. So on the negative side, that is very sad for an artist to be just doing one genre. Because actually, if you're an artist, you're a musician, you're a creative, you can do any genre. I do not believe that you should just be doing pop, you should just be doing rock. But actually, you still have a distinctive favorite. So this is the difference. So there's both positive and negative. It would be you are limited. You only can do those things that belongs to the genre. So if suddenly you're singing like Rod Stewart, he's amazing, he's a rock star. But he later part of his career, he was doing a lot of golden oldies and standards. And he did it so beautifully. And people are like, wow, I didn't know. But Elvis, for example, Elvis is the ultimate musician. And you can see how he does gospel to rock and roll. And he never won really the Grammys for his rock and roll, if I'm right. He won the Grammys, a special award for his Bible music. And you think Elvis is wild, and it's Bible music that made him really a superstar. It's quite interesting.
Okay.
So that's my viewpoint. That, but as an artist, we should grow. We should try every genre, whether successful or not, so that you can feel, you know, what it is to do this, to do that. Yes.
Good. Okay, as a music teacher, you're right. You are.
I don't really teach music.
But
it's difficult to teach music for me.
So what are you doing in music?
I perform. I write. A lot of people want to study music. I do not teach music. I teach academic.
You are teaching
education. Like marketing, branding, mass communication. I specialize in it. So going back to the music, yes.
Okay. So can you tell me what is the relationship between your teaching and then the music that you have, and then what is your goal associated with how far they give positive messages behind their composition? I mean, the composition is what their product they've made. Okay, in the large society in the world.
Okay, so you can refer to my music, right?
Yeah.
Because I meet so many people.
Yeah.
I actually don't just do one thing. Like I host big shows. 1 minute is very glamorous. Another minute I'm doing something meant for charity or organizations. And then I do meet a lot of children, elderly, and I meet glamour people. So this one recreates my mind. I have a very open-minded husband who allows me to meet more people. So through this, and you say, what is teaching? Teaching has taught me to be patient. I'm better known in Singapore as a radio personality because I host this radio shows and talk shows, and I appear sometimes on TV and in some films. So interestingly, all these contribute to making me write music. My songs are all about the environment, society. I write songs about falling in love many times. I write about the reality of relationships, where you are always caught between your past and present love life. I also talk about my parents the most because you know they brought me to where I am. So I wrote that song Inay Itay. It's a Filipino song, but when I play it or sing it in concerts, people cry. If you're Filipino, and I'm proud of being a Filipino woman, but I also want us to remember that if you're a Filipino woman, you should be local. Because many Filipino women married in many countries, so if you're married to a Singaporean, you should adapt some of the Singapore culture and mix with Filipino culture. And all this I put in my writing. Like Inay sa Singapore is a song, a rock song. Juliano, very foremost musician and rock icon, wrote. He actually produced it, but I wrote the music and the lyrics. But the meaning is a Filipina in Singapore.
Wow.
It's a favorite of many of my friends. So I look outside the environment, and I work for a long time in the Singapore Zoo Night Safari and Bird Park. There are world-class attractions which deal with conservation and saving the animals and the birds. I wrote the song Mother Nature. So maybe I'll just do a little lyrics so you know what I mean. Like, see the world with open eyes. Feel the flowing tears of empty rivers. See the deep blue ocean. Feel the sad and lonely cries of the fishes in the sea. Mother Nature has this to say: spare me my heart. Please look and see. Deep inside I'm hurting when I see the world today. So the song I dedicate to the world. So these are the kinds of music. And then I say I love you. When you write music, you don't really have to say I love you, because that's not the way to. There's not the proper way of writing music. I'm sure later you'll ask me. I'll answer that separately then.
All right, good. That's great. That's great.
I was only talking.
Yes, okay. There are a lot of musicians who mostly give their message behind their words and fill that message with a lyric that speaks explicit content and can cause some moral degradations to their loyal fans and their loyal audience who loves them, who loves them. Okay, for myself, it's horrible for our generations. Young generation will be wasted so much, and this will be affecting badly to the country. Maybe not seen and in 2 or 3 years ahead, but talking in 20 and 30 years ahead. What is countries will become? What do you think of that? People will much listen to their idols instead listen to their president. So sad. Because we are all the musicians know that music is language. So what do you think about that?
I strongly agree. So what do I think? I think it is a sad state that the lyrics have changed, and but I don't want to play self-righteous. Like I don't want to say this is good for you, this is not good for you. But on a general scale, you have to understand that what you write, lyrics, for example, have an impact. Especially if you're an important personality. Like, because there are many songs that have created and changed people's lives, positively and negatively. There are people who committed suicide by listening to music. There are people who get hooked and find it glamorous to actually get involved with drugs because the music sounds so cool. So actually, we as musicians, it should begin with us, because otherwise we will all do the finger pointing, like it's your fault, it's your fault. We have a role to play. If we understand that importance, it should begin with us by writing quality music. Music that has meaning, and through this we set the examples. We need it to be played more. It is unfortunate that many radio stations don't just play music like this. They want to play music like love you, got you, and they just keep playing this. And there's the sexy attire. There's something wrong. Well, I'm not envious. We are all sexy, but I'm saying that these are part and parcel of the marketing effort. It's gotten so commercial that it's predictable what the artist will do. And this is the same style. So I think it's very important that we have a role to play. It begins with us. We have to say the buck stops here. Let's begin by educating the future. That's what we're doing this video.
I agree. Thank you so much. I need your support more and more.
Yes, you have all our support.
Okay, I have a sentence. Music contributes some changes in the world. What do you think about that?
Yes, it does.
It does.
Music not only changes the world, it actually influences you. Either positively or negatively. Again, it depends on the music. But if you say change, yes, there's so many things music changes you. It makes you feel better. Some energetic music makes you feel like dancing, and then you lose weight. And some music is very action-driven. And there are songs that say, let's go, let's go. So they use them in the Olympics, they use them in sports. And some music make you feel like you want to cry, you want to get emotional. And they're used for weddings. So it changes us, but it changes us in different ways. Some people it affects them, some people it doesn't affect them. And even how sad the music is, some people don't cry or don't get carried away. So it's really important that we understand that different people, different strokes, different impact, and different depending on past experience. So I think music does affect us.
Okay.
But if we can make the changes, like if it affects people, why don't we make it a positive effect? So that's what our role is as a good musician.
That's very, very educated, Okay, last sentence. Last request for me.
Sure.
Audience wants to hear your positive message and constructing words that must be needed by the audience.
Are these audience songwriters or general
people or musicians? All
about music, right? A message about music. I think music is personal.
Music is personal.
Yeah, it is. You have to be passionate and truthful about your music. You have to write something you feel, but it is also challenging because when you want to tell people about the importance of music, you need to exude it through a melody. And the lyrics and the words, if you can write it so well, you have a role to play, you can contribute. So I advise everyone who's attempting to write music, don't stop. You can't stop because that is the beginning. This is where you start to influence people and make this message more powerful. So never give up. It's important to listen to what people say, like, oh, you need to improve your singing, you need to work, fine. But when you talk about you as an individual, start writing it. To begin to become a good writer, the first step is to write. Later on, you can edit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and but one thing difficult is that in music, people are very self-righteous. They will correct you. They will base it on what they've heard on the radio. So if you sound different, they're always. I see many people now less experiential. Many of the labels do not experiment or take risks.
Yeah.
They don't take risks. They say, "Oh, I remember very well when I started to release my album. I met the producer, and I don't want to mention any names. And he told me that you got a very unique voice,
Oh.
which is important for recording to be recognized. But I'm sorry, you have to sing commercial songs. So in that aspect, I do not agree with him. So I pursued my songwriting and just writing. For me, I have a story to tell, and my message is keep telling those positive stories
Yeah, that's great.
forever.
Whoa, that's great. That's great. Okay, so the audience, any questions? Please write on our side. Okay, so any else do you want to talk or?
No, I'm just
No.
happy to be here.
Ah.
I'm so honored to have played music with you.
Me
And I
too.
hope you can do that, and you can also try to support my music.
Of course.
Independent artists do need a lot of support for good
Oh.
messages to be heard around the world.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so guys, thank you and see you. I will see you. We will see you next episode. Thank you so much. I'm Reynold Silalahi, and then this is
Pamela
Wildheart. Me from Musica Altera, from the program Spectrum of the Unknown. We'll see you later. Bye.